and welcome to this week's episode of 2 Minute Tuesday. In today's episode, I want to talk about frustration. We all get frustrated, but I actually think that's a good thing. I believe that often frustration is born out of vision, and we just need to learn how to acknowledge and process that frustration in order to bring more focus and clarity and direction. We often label frustration as a negative emotion, and rather than just labeling it as negative or even positive for that matter, why don't we just acknowledge that it just is? Neither good nor bad. We're just frustrated. When we acknowledge an emotion's existence without having to put a label on it, we're much more easily able to avoid the trap of just looking at ourselves and saying, it's bad that I feel this way. Instead, we're actually able to ask more productive questions like, why do I feel this way and what can I do about it? I'd like to propose 3 different approaches that we can take to frustration. What's common in all these scenarios is where we start. We start with reality not lining up with vision, and that leads to frustration. It's what we do from this point that determines how effectively we process and use that frustration. The first thing we can do is just choose to do nothing, and we end up back in a cycle of frustration. Reality doesn't match vision, we're frustrated, we do nothing, we stay frustrated, we get more frustrated. The second approach, reality doesn't line up with vision, we get frustrated, then we adjust our expectations, we adjust our vision to meet the current reality. In this approach, the frustration goes away. But what actually changes? Nothing. What changes in us is we become indifferent. The third approach that I'd like to propose, and this is the approach of a leader, is that reality doesn't match up with vision, we get frustrated. But from that frustration, we ask ourselves, what can we do about our reality to bring it closer to our vision? We take action. The consequence of that action is positive change. Embrace that frustration and then ask yourself, why am I frustrated? What is it in my reality that doesn't line up with my vision? And what can I do about it? And that's the approach of a leader. Have a great week. See you next time.